Alright guys, I have been lightsaberless for long enough. We're finally going to do the Renegades campaign after finishing Edge of Fate. We've been playing a little bit more off screen, just grinding out for some fun weapons, and my overall review and thoughts on Renegades has been I didn't hate the story. I did like the concepts of the story they were trying to set up. My only issue, I guess, in the long run has been that the story in question just, for whatever reason, the story in question just didn't hit with me the way that I wanted it to. I just thought it was a little too over-explained / too complicated to follow up with for the majority of the story. They were talking in a lot of enigmas and riddles, and it could have been way better if they kind of just simplified some of the dialogue, even for the simpletons like me who were just struggling to keep up with what they were saying. For the most part, I could not keep up with what they were trying to tell for the story, and it only made sense near the end of the campaign as far as what the overall arcing narrative structure was. It was fine. I feel like they should have led with something else for the first major expansion for post Light and Darkness Saga. I think Edge of Fate would have been fine if they had a couple seasons leading up to it that kind of explains the 9 a little bit better, but they just randomly jump into the 9 for some reason. I know it's set up at the very tail end of Heresy with like the chest encounter thing, when you had like the chest board and you were like doing chest moves on a giant chessboard, and they were kind of giving you like a subtle hint of what was going to happen next. But again, I think if you're going to introduce something as lore dense and heavy as the 9, you definitely got to set up like some sort of narrative structure, at least before the campaign even came out. Like seasonal stuff, just set up something else. That I feel like the 9 could have been like a seasonal thing we could have done. I'm not too sure how much power they were going to planning on bringing in order to have us fight like the winter word in the end all things type of grand finale of Destiny, because that's going to be like the overarching bad guy. I don't know. Renegades is supposed to tie into what happens in Edge of Fate, obviously. We'll see how, for sure. So let's just jump into it and just see what it looks like, because I'm curious to see how this Star Wars expansion panned out. I don't know if it actually was any good. I guess people might have thought it was fine. I think the majority of the budget for the year went definitely towards the Star Wars expansion.
You feel any different after Kepler? Because I do.
Yeah, you got older.
They've shown me a vision I can't shake. They did a number on you too, I reckon. What is it they call you? The weapon. You and me. We saved the system. Saved everybody. And 3 of the 9 left us with a prophecy. Bind the 9, or everything dies. The Vanguard classified the prophecy. Kepler never happened. That don't sit with me. Because the 9 are everywhere. Every win. And now, there's rumors of new threats. Ones we didn't see coming. That doesn't just happen. It's the 9, and I'm putting together a crew to prove it. What do you say, weapon?
So a new threat just came out of nowhere, he's saying, and they classified everything that happened on Kepler because the general public shouldn't know about a prophecy that plans out the extinction of Earth, which nobody should know because it'll freak everyone out.
The 9. Ikora and I have been heads down for the last 2 months, and we're no closer to knowing what the prophecy means. But the death of 3 has changed Earth, even if it's not obvious to the naked eye. Infrastructure damaged by matter transmutation. Nitrogen replacing oxygen in localized areas. The Vanguard is understandably fixated on controlling the chaos, but citizens can tell something's off. It's dangerous, institutional navel-gazing. You forget to look up. So I've been feeding intel to a good friend. He sees what I'm seeing.
Specs ticked me off. There's something new on the horizon. I knew without a doubt the 9 were involved. So I rounded up crew to prove it. Eris, the god of vengeance herself. Ido, resident bookworm, and a stray. Seems the Vanguard assigned a warlock of the Praxic Order to be my hall monitor. Our Norma Hall. Our crew kicked in the door on these Cabal upstarts and just scored an encrypted disk. Now, my ghost has the info, and it's time to throw it in the Vanguard's face.
So this weird, they stole an encrypted disk from some sort of new Cabal faction. I feel like the first mission should have been us in stealing an encrypted disk of data from this Cabal faction. They don't say what the disk is about or what the information we stole is about. I have no idea. So it seems like in classic Star Wars sequel fashion, we just stole some info from these guys, and don't worry about what the info says. Yep, red and blue lasers shooting at each other.
Drifter, there better be intel on that disk. Don't make me regret abandoning my post to help you.
Not now, Arnor.
Guardian, we need an engine boost. That's the red line into the square socket. Thank you. She's listening. Pull up.
No backseat pilot.
He does look older, like a lot older actually. That's weird. And he got aged from
Whatever's in that data
what
disk,
happened
they're
on
willing to
Kevlar.
kill for. We have to get it home and decrypt it, quick. Just keep this rust bucket flying.
Watch it, Arnor. Our ship's been flying safe longer than our hero in the engine room's been alive. You tell her ain't no rust on this bucket.
Bickering won't save us.
Oh, Eris is trying to cast protective sigils against the incoming blaster fire.
Oh, look. Thanks for nothing.
So even his ghost can't decrypt the data that's on the disk. That's
Everybody out.
unusual.
That means you too, hero.
The Imperium troops are boarding. We can't let them take back the disc.
Hide yourselves. We're not done fighting yet, Ido.
Drifter has robots on his. He has droids with him on his ship. Okay, I don't know why he has these.
Now who's using that name? Get moving, will you?
He's a former Dredgen, and he's like he kind of was part of like the Rogue Lightbearers group, and he's like, who the hell's Dredgen Bale? I don't know that name from anybody. That's weird. Wow, your guys' weapons suck. If you can shoot at this Cabal who just stands there at point blank range and it doesn't do anything. God, these red jacks are useless. We have no mechanized drones. No wonder we don't have them. They kind of suck.
I've been waiting so long for this. Dredgen Hope.
Is that his, like, rogue lightbearer type name? His old name for the Drifter used to have been Dredgen Hope? What a weird name for your rogue, like, your rogue lightbearer stuff. Oh, dang it. They're going to do scheduled maintenance. Once maintenance has begun, ongoing activities will end and all players... Destiny 2 servers will be brought offline to undergo scheduled maintenance once maintenance... Oh, dang it. I am doing this on reset because I just had some extra time in the morning. Imperium, do they have different, like, artwork for this too? No, they don't do a separate artwork? Oh, man. Do I even try playing right now? This might just boot me off and not let me play. I mean, worst case scenario, we can just come back and do this later. Powerful gear, exotic armor. What exotic armor is left to be given? Because I have everything, don't I? Collections, armor. This armor, it's Fortune's favor. I somehow already got this somehow. This is supposed to be the armor you get for beating the campaign by yourself on Legendary, which Sure, it doesn't really matter. Man, do I even jump in? Is there even a point for jumping in right now? Because it's gonna kick me out partway through. Let's just try. And if it kicks us out, we'll just re-record this part later.
Arm yourself, Guardian. The Drifter keeps no medical provisions or supplies, but guns are ubiquitous.
I wish our first mission together was under better circumstances. I'm Honor Mahal, a Praxic warlock. Vanguard Internal Affairs. You told me the Drifter had changed, Morn. The data Drifter stole from the Imperium is going to incite war. He was told not to engage. The Praxic Order skirts the rules to enforce them for the Vanguard. I'm trying to keep this crew safe.
You have an opportunity to prove it. The Drifter needs our assistance.
We need to find our way to an access point. Give us a schematic of this ship. I'll head for the tractor emitters, shut them down. They won't catch us again.
I lied. It did not let us pick up where we left off. We had to start over. But I picked up a gun. It gave me some sort of heat rifle or something like that. It's a Star Wars themed gun. So no, we were like, well, let us play. It did not let us play. We had to start over basically. But I mean, starting over, quote unquote, as in just picking up where we left off, which is right there and then. We haven't played a pure subclass in forever, so I'm actually okay with trying just a pure class. Arc's pretty good, especially when we have all these cool, crazy subclasses attached to it. Barrett Imperium, I do kind of almost like their design.
We've downloaded the schematics. Drifter's ghost seems distressed.
I believe she's probably upset he's in danger. What a selfless ghost for a scoundrel.
Unlikely. They hate each other, but she did manage to ping his location on the ship's schematics.
I was gonna say, I do like the Baron Imperium's design for some of their guys, but
Baron's Imperium, hear my call over the mountains and the seas. The lights have corrupted our Empress. She has dropped from their lives and abandoned for a battle for the city. We have bled for them, for their city. I implore you, bleed them in return.
I was gonna say, I do like their design, but if we ever want to do like another expansion or another crossover with this Baron Imperium people, like we would have to low-key kind of like re-get the Star Wars license. They fight different than everybody else. They, what's it called? Their blasters are a little bit different too. They do have their like incendiary launchers, but their guns they shoot at you can clearly tell are like lasers and not like Cabal ammunition. We've had so many different variants of different Cabal factions. We've had like the Red Legion, we have the Loyalist Legions, we have the Empress Kaido's Legion. We've had this Baron Imperium now. We have the Shadow Legion. Like, there's so many.
Theoretical schemers with the Vanguard. None of it was practical. Yet, the Imperium's tech doesn't add up.
What does he have? He has ablative plating? Oh, it's shields that recharge very quickly. So we have to do with the front load our damage by the sounds of it, or by the looks of it. Okay, so I was gonna say
Barrent
yeah, the Baron
Imperium and their
Imperium.
panoply are like no cabal we've encountered. How did they rise so quickly?
Kaido's battlenet references Barrett as the legionary species. No other data.
Maybe the encrypted data we stole has the answers you're looking for. I'm surprised none of our ghosts can hack it.
Yeah, none of the
Things
ghosts can
happen
hack the
fast these
data.
days. A new threat pops up. Drifter calls you and asks you to be on his ship the next morning.
He had good reason to put a crew together and move quickly. A vision. I was called off my post and thrown into a rescue mission for a former criminal because Drifter had a vision.
So the Baron Imperium, they're like the only thing we have on the Baron in any of the Imperial like lore or whatever is just like the species name for the legionaries. So what the Cabal Empire is the Empire name,
It's a
but
lot of
Barons
risk to
are what
save
they
one
actually are
reckless
called.
criminal. We already have the Imperium's data.
A criminal? You know he has not been such for some time, Anor. You claim to know his heart. But he stood for us on Kepler as he has many times.
Maybe. But he didn't do the legwork on the data he stole. It's hard not to think it's a con, like it always is. Still, he has stayed between the lines these last few years. I'll give him the chance to explain himself.
Guardian, I sense him through the darkness. The Drifter. They have him in holding. His captor wields something familiar. An entropic stillness. Stasis? He has an unsettling, powerful connection to the darkness.
So the guy who took him, that other dredger, and she says that like whoever took him, he's very powerful in stasis, which is very unusual for even like a light bearer. He's like, that's weird. Like this dude has an incredible connection to darkness. Like a real, oh, I guess I could have just done this. A real unusual connection to darkness. Is this gonna go down all the way or is this gonna go back up? It's gonna go back up. And again, even Drifter was like, who the hell is Dredgen? Who is Dredgen Bale? Like, who's using that name? There's nobody I know who has the name of Dredgen Bale.
Oh, Guardian, I forgot to mention I had to route you through the garbage disposal. Sorry.
Ew, there's something up ahead in the water. What is that? I can't tell what it is. Is it just an Easter egg? Like a weird... Oh, shit, it is. It's just an Easter egg? Or is there something in the water? Oh, God. Oh, of course there's something in the water. And yeah, the trash compactor is closing. I feel like I'm on the Presage mission again. Oh, crap. I really do feel like I'm on the Presage mission again.
Guardian, I'm sure it's feeling cramped in there, but Drifter's ghost is trying to help.
Man, it must be... no, like, I won't stay dead, but I still don't want to die via trash compactoring. Oh, thank God.
Oh, glad you're okay, Guardian.
I was just turning around, like, did a door open behind me? Oh, no, nothing's open behind me. I mean, I was given a buttload of... I think they gave me a lot of blue gear just to get me up and running. Some of it is useful, question mark. Not all of it, though. Some of it, I guess. Maybe it just did like an average of my power and just decided to give me something. But blue gear is so worthless nowadays. It's just good for infusion and nothing else. Okay, we go down some more. We're just in the freaking air ducts right now. Yeah, they're like, where did this Baron Imperium come from? Their technology, their crew, their assets. You don't just come aboard like a starship.
Drifters nearby.
Close enough to radio you. Hey, I'm up to my chin in stasis.
Are you alright?
Hearing you makes it so, Moonlight.
I've almost reached the tractor emitters. Get the drifter back to the ship and start the engine.
I thought I left the dredgens behind.
Yeah, the dredgens.
There's a light bearer. His name's Bale. Dredgen Bale. I don't know why they're showing me something I thought I buried. But I was right. The Nine ain't done with us.
Did you come for Dredgen Hope? Or for me? The singularity of Kepler was to be the deliverance of the Outer Nine. Your clotted, spilled blood denied our liberation. Know this false weapon. In every future, you are a jailer.
Number 6 is talking.
This is the soul of a celestial body. One of the 9.
Or the drifter stasis block.
They are speaking without the emissary.
Lodi is not communicating through, or the 9 are not communicating through Lodi. They're just talking through the dredgen, which means
You've done well to
even though we're
find
supposed to
him,
bind the
Guardian.
9, one of them has decided to
My
go
new
against
throne
that
may be
prophecy.
able to assist us against the 9. Each slain Imperium soldier I shall attempt to tie to a communion with the 9. Surely they will answer. Can you access that console, Guardian? Releasing the prisoners could be a boon to us.
Why are they taking prisoners? It's kind of funny because it's like she just said that like they're taking captors and like releasing them will help thin their herd, but why? Like I don't even know who the Imperium are or the Baron Imperium, and why are they taking captors for any reason? It seems very highly unusual. Like you don't just come across another Cabal Empire out of the blue. This seems odd, even for the Cabal. I wonder if Keitel would tell us like who the hell he thinks they are. We're escorting Drifter's frozen carcass back to the ship. He can't free himself from the stasis block? That seems odd. Imperium captive? Those aren't Imperium captives, those are Keitel's loyalist forces. Unless they were captured by these guys somehow. One of our Red Jacks was captured? Okay. Sure, I guess. Who the hell are these people? I mean, I know it's a Star Wars themed story and like the atmosphere, the visuals, the music is all supposed to be like Star Wars themed, but it also like I never understood like the branded tie-in just because you're just like, how does this fit into Destiny? I mean, it looks cool. I think the Praxic Blade and its upgrade path that will eventually hit, even with me not playing Destiny for a while, I knew about the Praxic Blade and I was like, dude, that thing looks sick. I don't know how they'll ever bring it back if we don't pay for the Star Wars license again, but people were just like, yeah, this is what basically Ergo Sum was supposed to be, the Praxic Blade.
Guardian. We're on a closed line. Ido isn't read in. If the 9 are behind this, we should give Lodi a call. This is beyond Praxic expertise. And yours.
Yeah, they're telling us to reach out to
If
Lodi.
Lodi was unaware that a 9 uplifted a dredgen, what information could he possibly have?
3 of the 9 is dead. Turmoil is brewing on Earth. The Drifter's vision is 9 in origin. And who needs help?
The god of vengeance doesn't need an emissary.
And she still considers herself a god, which is funny. And he's like, yeah, like Lodi is the emissary of the 9, so he can see the past, present, and future, like not perfectly, because he only sees what they want to show him. So if he doesn't even know that this thing is helping us, like what possible help could they provide us? They're either they don't know or they can't help. Like something else is happening right now. We don't know what's happening. And yeah, we can't let, you know, freaking God, they just said her name. They can't let Mithrax's daughter know what we're doing because she's not read in, or she doesn't have the clearance to know about the 9 or to know about Kepler.
I'm shutting down the tractor emitters now. Don't wait for me to take off if you're in danger.
Ido doesn't know.
Got the Drifter, and his ghost has the Imperium data. But, Guardian, we have bigger problems. If the 9 are enabling this dredgen bale, we both know how catastrophic their influence can be.
Yeah.
The rest of the city doesn't. Vanguard has decreed everything we learned on Kepler, the prophecy, all of it, remain classified.
Yeah, it remains
Can't
classified.
rely on official support. But the Drifter was right to act on his vision. I can admit that.
This is a massive starship, dude. It's like supposed to be a quote-unquote Star Destroyer, but at the same time I'm just like, how did they get this thing here? All right, we're about to run into a boss fight right now. We got this little cabal. It looks like while their shields are powerful, you can overload their shields and do like damage underneath the shield. Oh, excuse me? It's dropping something off? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. It dropped off like a giant walker. I was like, I thought it was just part of like the scenery, and I was like, oh no. That's not part of the scenery. Are the eyes a weak spot? I think they are. Oh. God, it gets really hard to control when it gets full speed.
Eyes up, Guardian. That vehicle you just called out has an ejection system.
The pilots are coming out unscathed. Rectify that.
Oh, the pilots came out no problem. Imperium, Tesserine, Praetorian. I don't even know what this thing is. It has blasters on its shoulders. Oh, it recharged its own shield. Oh, it has a flamethrower on its hand. Oh, that's cool. That was scary, actually. He almost killed me. He's like a Mandalorian, I think. Is that what's supposed to be? It's a Mandalorian. He has like blasters on his hands, and he has like a flamethrower. That's kind of cool. Looks like we got awarded some stuff. And a kinetic weapon. I don't know what it is. All or nothing. This thing is called the Fast Talker. Submachine gun. Balanced heat weapon. Oh, it's a special... Oh, I got a shiny version of it. Okay. I was like, what is this? Why is it glowing red? Balanced heat weapon. Overload. Increased damage versus powerful combatants just intrinsically. Very low heat generation. Press X to vent heat from weapon. Overheating forces a sustained vent. Manually venting at very high heat greatly increases venting speed. So the higher the venting speed, the better to vent it. Particle repeater increases stability, improve base weapon stats. Vent speed, range. I'd rather have that. Target lock. Is this full auto? What is this? Oh, this looks this looks like a Republic Commando rifle. Okay. That's cool. Okay, so this is a Republic Command, like this looks like one of the Republic Commando rifles. I don't remember, I didn't play it when I was growing up, but I do remember it. Delicate tuning. While at low heat, this weapon has slightly more range increase. This thing generates heat way too much. Stability, reload, and range for improved duration. I'd rather have Master of Arms, honestly. Air-cooled core. Sprinting increases vent or reload speed for a short time, while at low heat or full magazine, gain further increased handling, improved speed when aiming down sights. Okay, that's cool. Enhanced heat generation. So this thing can generate heat less. Less heat would mean that this would build up heat less fast, and it would be able to shoot for longer. And then it gave me gauntlets, but the gauntlets in question... they're fine for now, but they don't really help. It is Star Wars themed, which is kind of cool, but they're not tier 5 loot. Oh crap, wait a minute, it was powerful loot though. Ah, crap. Dang it, I dismantled it. I didn't mean to dismantle it. That was my bad. Drifter, are you gonna get out of this or what, dude? Break out, dude. You're still a Guardian, you still have the light.
Oh, damn. Lost a little skin there. Thanks for the save, hero. Thought I was gonna end up chilling drinks for the Imperium. Vale, hey, can you get my left leg? It's falling asleep in here. Okay, fine. You talk like the emissary talks. It can't be the 9, and that's why it has to be. No, I'm not gonna ditch you for him. Can't you have a little faith?
He sounds like...
Knock that off. Just tell Arnor to hurry up and disable that tractor beam so we can blow this fuel depot.
It sounds like R2-D2, but I think he removed... I think the lore behind that is he removed the voice box of his ghost.
We don't want to be anywhere near that dredging. One of the 9. Vale's no emissary, but one of them's still wearing him like a suit.
So supposedly him and his ghost hate each other, so he removed the voice box of his ghost to just prevent it from talking to him because he hates it so much. And again, he's like, I don't know who this guy is, but we need to get the hell out of here. Dredgen, who's also getting help from the 9, is bad news. We need to get the hell out of here.
Dredgen Bale.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
Froze the engine, you're not going anywhere. That's kind of cool. I've never seen them use like environmental stuff like that before. So the Praxic blade is something only for their order. How does he have one?
With us. It's in his nature. He has so much to teach.
He isn't the mentor you want. The Drifter left your cult long ago. I can tell you're new blood, untrained. Does Dredgen Vale know you mock his name?
Dredgen
Not
Vale?
mockery. Continuity. I carry the mantle now.
So he says that his name comes from Dredgen Vale? That's why he's called Dredgen Vale.
And I know you, Elnar. You're a Praxic warlock. You crave justice. Why die for a criminal?
The more you push to keep him, the more I'm inclined to resist.
Whoa, what? I didn't know he has a stasis shield? That's kind of cool. Nobody has that ability. That's kind of unique.
You follow in the footsteps of Guardian killers. Why do you hate your own kind so much?
No more questions.
As you wish.
He's just buying time for the engines to get heated up. Looks like he has ghosts on his waist, like from other Guardians he was killed. He just killed one of the guards just because he messed up. I get some Kylo Ren vibes from that, actually. He just punished one of his own dudes and killed him because he got tricked. I'm like, okay, sure. There's a lot of like Star Wars themes and the music. I could hear the music kind of tinges the Destiny music. It's cool. I want to say it's cool, but at the same time, like if we ever wanted to see this stuff again, we'd have to pay for the license every time. Unless this is somehow they've canonized it. I don't know what the contract said about the Star Wars license for this expansion. Like, we can use it as long as you don't permanently damage it. They'll show them all the things they got to use. And like, can we keep this even if we don't renew the Star Wars license with you? And they're like, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work for their license. So if I do like this expansion for whatever reason, like I have to be okay with the fact that if a Destiny 3 comes out and I want to see Dredgen Bale again, we'd have to pay for the Star Wars license. If I ever want to see the Praxic blade again, a freaking lightsaber, I'd have to pay for the Star Wars expansion again. I don't know if they'll just like roll it into Ergo Sum or something like that. It seems unusual. Oh, we just got immediately brought back to the tower. Okay. So everyone's under the impression like, hey, I don't know who this Dredgen Bale dude is. Even Drifter was like, I've never heard of Dredgen Bale, and like I used to be a Dredgen. I have no idea who the hell this dude is. Like the name is familiar because it rhymes with Dredgen Vale, as in V as in Victor, but his name is Dredgen Bale, as B as in Bravo. So he's like, oh no, I'm just continuing on the legacy. Like I'm not taking on his name for fun. I'm taking it on for continuity. So I don't know what that necessarily means. Looks like we got a free SRL expansion or SRL kind of like group of stuff for us. I don't really care about this SRL stuff. This is not technically SRL. This is actually Guardian Games. They just rebranded it as SRL because I recognize this is where this is from. This is from like Season of the Wish, I think, and it's just like, yeah, this is SRL themed. It's like, yeah, even back then, you guys had SRL crap that you guys just would not give to the community. It's like, hey, these are all SRL themed ships and stuff. Is SRL coming back? We got no plans for SRL. They had plans the whole time. They just were being told by management, no, don't tell them we're working on SRL. Don't tell them. They can't know we're trying to over deliver. And I'm like, ugh, God. The more I think about Bungie's downfall, the more pissed I get from how stupid it all has played out, and how easy it was to fix. If they wanted to fix it, they just didn't feel like fixing it. They either thought it was beneath them, or they just were like, nah, we're not gonna fix it. We're just gonna let Destiny die because it's an easier fix than understanding that our own idiot decisions for the company were bad.
Guardian, you know fully well this mission is not above board. I understand the Imperium is clearly a threat, but I cannot overemphasize that my hands are tied.
Why?
After the witness, don't the people deserve a moment of peace? It is our privilege to carry the mantle of this threat. Let the people live their lives.
Okay, so we don't want to drag.
I understand your conviction, and I wish I had the power to authorize engagement on my own, but I can't. When I was younger, in the Dark Age, I was taught a path forward is often cleared with unconventional methods. Those methods are tempered by structure and order. That is how we earned the City Age. It's what we try to preserve. My focus must remain on preventing extinction. I cannot look elsewhere. I won't look elsewhere. So long as nothing seizes my attention. I trust you'll comply, Guardian?
So he doesn't want to drag the people and freak the people out about another upcoming war. This is kind of what we did in Forsaken, when the Barons were running on the Tangled Shore, and him and Ikora couldn't agree on whether we should go after them or consolidate power for the city because we were scared. This is something like that, but different, where he's like, I don't want to drag us into a new war with a new enemy faction because we just finished beating the Witness and people are still getting used to the idea of peace. So I can't authorize you to go on official Guardian business, but at the same time, I am so focused on what's happening in the city and keeping the city safe that I am not really looking anywhere else. If you catch my meaning, you should take advantage of my distraction. Zavala has called you to answer for your actions, but he seems reluctant to restrict your off-world activities. Yup. He's like, yeah, go do your thing, man. I'm not gonna stop you. But at the same time, don't be getting us into trouble or, causing problems where problems do not exist. Just go do whatever it is you got to do. Looks like we got some weekly arm stuff, because looks like we got an option for different linear, or these are fusion rifles, stasis fusion rifles. Okay, so problem solver, Vanguard determination, and Vice Stinger. Transcendent moment. Final blows grant bonus stats based on the weapon's elemental damage type. Light elemental grants improves stability and handing. Dark grants improved range and aim assist. While transcendent, this weapon gets both bonuses. Okay, so this is a transcendence-based perk, which is cool. They didn't really have those kind of perks. Comes with reconstruction, controlled burst, reservoir burst, swashbuckler, proximity power. So that's good for melee. This one has Rhyme Stealer and Chill Clip, and it has Subsistence to keep the thing topped up. And Elemental Final Blows opposite this weapon increases damage for an improved duration. Darkness Final Blows boost. Light Final Blows boost stasis and strand and kinetic weapons. Okay. This one, Chill Clip, Reconstruction, Elemental Honing. Swashbuckler, this gives us a little bit of both worlds. This one again gives us a little bit of both, or gives us a little bit of every world, where it gives us Rhyme Stealer, Chill Clip, Transcendent, Elemental Honing, Reservoir Burst, and Reconstruction. That's pretty good for all of those. And then this one is just another whatever perk. There's a couple decent options here for the Arms Day picks. This one just seems overall the best option, number 4. Just because it gives you Transcendence, it gives you an infinite reload clip, it gives you stasis specific. I think this one's the one we're going with. This one seems pretty decent, actually. This one says a little bit of everything.
Very good.
If you're running full stasis... Oh, it even came as a shiny weapon. Cool, I didn't expect it to come shiny as well. Sparks Everlasting. And it's tier 5 weapon. So, for something like this, dealing sustained damage to a champion, mini-boss, or boss exhausts them. After using your class ability, final blows with this weapon grant bonus damage resistance for a longer duration. Or damage a combatant with this weapon has a small chance to reload the magazine, increase movement speed while aiming down sights. So you can almost get like an infinite thing. We can go Transcendence to like give it like Transcendent Honing. Projection Fuse, increase range. I'm cool to give it more ammo generation. This seems like a pretty decent fusion rifle, actually. My other fusion rifle that I have is... I don't have one, technically. I guess Vex Mythoclast would be the only other thing that I have as considered a fusion rifle. Yeah, I don't have one. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. What are we going to put away? Because I like to have at least one open slot. Do I dare put it down for a little bit? Conditional Finality I've had for forever. I don't know if I want to put it away. Hawkmoon seems like the obvious choice. I have plenty of exotics and it's not the best. Unsworn is something I can put away. I think I'll get a better Unsworn at some point when I come back into the dungeon, so we can put that down for now. Armored codes up to tier 5 based off your current power. This also decodes up to tier 5, so we're not going to decode our engrams. Hearing Keith David voice of Vala again is really cool. I'm just really sad that Lance Reddick isn't here right now, because he never got to see the end of Destiny either. He passed away thinking that Destiny would just be a thing to last forever, and that just kind of bums me out, knowing that he never knew that Destiny was going to end. I'm kind of sad for him. I really do miss him. I feel like if he hadn't passed away, Zavala would stick around, but I think they would have retired Ikora. Ikora's character overall has been freaking cursed, where it's been almost impossible to like keep a freaking voice actress for this chick locked in. So I think they would have retired her character instead.
I think this is where Banshee used to be set up. You know that number after his name isn't for show, right? Amanda told me he really has been rebooted 44 times. How can he remember anything at this point?
So when I go to the Lawless Frontier, there is a place called the Tharsis Outpost. He wants us to meet the Drifter here. This is somewhere on Mars, by the looks of it. It says it's a social space, so I didn't know there was another place outside of the tower. Interesting. We'll use the new submachine gun that we got, because I am curious to see how it plays. Salvager Salvo was doing just fine, actually. And let's switch to Finality's Augur. It did feel cool to use Arc again. Weirdly enough, I actually haven't had a chance to use the new Night Stalker. The Night Stalker exotic stuff yet. Although I also don't really have a Night Stalker specific armor piece anymore, do I? I would like to use Night Stalker again. Let's try using Night Stalker. It's been I haven't tested it out yet. I haven't even used the new stuff with it yet. Because there's the Stylist Executioner, Vanishing Step, Trapper's Ambush. It's a new... Oh, I didn't get it from Ikora yet? Oh, whack. I might do this real quick and then go to Ikora. Wait, what am I here for? There's two different things that it's pointing me towards. Renegade, speak with the Drifter at Tharsis Outpost. Let's speak to the Drifter then. This is a social space. There's a bunch of Guardians here, but not like real Guardians, just fake Guardians. Tharsis Cantina. Noor's here. Is he just at the bar? Oh, you are just at the bar. Sidle up.
You and Arnor make a pretty good fire team, hero. Even if you did use my face as a barricade. And now that we got that
his necklace is
disc
missing
in hand, we're gonna need more than one hard-headed praxic to decrypt it. We're gonna need the local crime syndicates. I've got some irons in the fire with Spider for an intro. Fellow miscreants like that only respect two things: money and blood. We'll get you set up on building a reputation for yourself out here on Tharsis, gaining leverage on the local miscreants. But as the 9 weapon, there's something you gotta know first. I know I sold you on this job as a scam on the Imperium, but you heard on that ship what I've known all along. The 9 are back in the Imperium at the top. They surprised me with that junior dredging, but they're pulling his strings too. I've had the same nightmare since Kepler. A vision that runs and smells and tastes on repeat every time I close my eyes. In my heart, I know the threat. If I don't do it, they hurt her. Back on that ship.
Oh, he's acting on his vision because they threatened to kill
Beryl
Eris?
knew me as a dredgen. Heard stories of the sad old days and wanted a close-up look. Thought that was all there was to connect us. But there's more. A couple months ago, I had this vision. Didn't know if I was cracking up or what. Because when I came to, I tasted granite and battery acid. And I knew it came from the 9. Today, that same voice spoke through Bale. Never gonna get that taste out of my mouth. Just listen before you judge, all right? They told me.
Attend my exegesis. Eschaton is coming. I am informing you of your path because futurity dictates now is when you are informed. Little mannequin of flesh and fear, not made to see your end. The outer perspective widens. We know your binary option. We know the 0 you choose. You will relinquish your insupportable burden and know peace. You will join the shadow, raise his tools against what wronged you. Banish the light. Save yourself from forever. Blinded, small thing. Freedom lives in the foreordained. One heart within your body. One without. Chains that bind your fate. Break them. Be free, or the maze door opens needlessly to deep, grieved death.
I don't know what any of that means. That sounds like nonsense. I'm trying to follow along with the cryptic warning and message, but it sounds so ridiculous that I don't know what he's saying. What? What does that mean? The Drifter is certain that the 9 are involved with the Baron Imperium controlling them through Bale. They've shown him a new vision, which he's about to share with you. I don't... What? I mean, it was a cool cutscene, but I don't understand what he said. What is he warning us about? What? What am I supposed to, like, be looking out for? I can't frickin' tell. And that's the problem with dealing with the 9. Like, it's cool to, like, hear them talk, but at the same time, I'm just like what does it mean? I'm supposed to be watching out for what exactly? I don't freaking know. It sounds like gibberish. What is it? What are they trying to warn me about? He says like I've had this vision over and over again, and it's been like in the back of my mind this whole time. Let me tell you before you judge me. And I'm like, all right, tell me, dude. What are you trying to tell me? He says the vision. Like, wait, what the hell did that mean? I don't know what that means. And he's like, sorry, buddy. I hope that doesn't freak you out. I was like, yeah, it freaks me out because I don't know what you're trying to tell me, dude. And I was like, it just sounds like nonsense. I don't want it to, but it freaking does, unfortunately. I want to think the story is cool. I really do. But at the same time, my dudes, you put too much into this, and I don't know how I should feel about it. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous even by Destiny standards. And I'm just confused. I'm so confused. I want to like the story. I really do. I want to be all down for the story, but at the same time, you guys are giving me some crap that I cannot wrap my head around. All right, who am I talking to now? Looks like I gotta talk to... He says that they set up a meeting with us, between us and the spider set us up with some of the other miscreants here. The Piker Guard lasts before you can even ask to enter. Absolutely not. Go away. Okay. That guy just appeared and then disappeared. Who the hell is that? Speak with Honor in the Tharsis Cantina. Honor, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh. Wait, what? Am I just coming back down here again? Sidle up.
Welcome to the new Mars.
New
While
Mars.
the Vanguard was off fighting the good fight, the Syndicates took over. Now the only law on Tharsis is the gun on your hip and the light in your hands. You'll do well here. I don't relish doing business with these leeches, but we need to find out what the Dredgen are after. The only way to do that is by wading into the pond with the scum. Like the Syndicates. And your sleazy friend, Drifter. Keep the Syndicates in your gun sights, and take out their operatives across the system when you can. The more leverage we gain over them, the sooner we'll uncover the Dredgen's long-term plans.
Okay, then. So he's like, Honor will like our help discovering what the newly emerged Dredgen Bale is up to alongside the crime syndicate on Mars. Start by assisting her in targeting syndicate operatives across the system to help discover their long-term plans. Okay, easy enough to grasp that. Drifter's ghost at the Tharsis can't... What is the ghost gonna say? The ghost is tiny, and it speaks in beeps. Drifter's ghost makes a beeline towards you, beeping you with the rapid-fire beats from her modular armor. She shakes her shell back and forth as she seems to realize you don't understand. Of course not. What are you saying? Because Drifter might know how you can help. Huh? Speak with Drifter at the Tharsis Cantina. Been analyzing Imperium tech. There's an energy signature in that it may be anti-light in nature. And my ghost, Blue, picks today to go rebel on me and thought I'd be behaving lately, too. She says she'd like your help getting her voice back online. She lost it helping me out a long time ago. Do her this solid. Yeah, she's never asked me for this. Nab some kit bash parts around Tharsis. Okay. Collect tape. I got access to recording the Drifter left you.
Hey there, hero. I'm leaving a few breadcrumbs for you, just in case things go sideways. I know what it looks like, dragging the crew into a knot behind Zavala's back. But you saw that vision the Nine sent me. It ain't just another bad dream. They were vague as usual, but...
Yup, they sure were vague unusual.
I know they're threatening Eris, straight up. And you know how that sits with me. I can't change fate. Better to lean into it. That's what I learned on Kepler. So if I have to make some desperate moves out there, just know it's for a good reason. And I never meant to hurt any of you. Who's the hero now, Hotshot?
So we're looking to collect some search for some parts to repair the ghost's voice box. Who would sell parts for us to repair a ghost? Insufficient credits steal ghost parts? Sure. Yoink. Enhancement cores, legendary masterwork materials, insufficient credits. Well, I'm not gonna buy masterwork cores. I mean, I want to understand the threat he made, but Drifter kind of summed it up for us. Like, I know you don't understand what they're saying because they're talking in riddles and vagueness, but I do understand that they're threatening Eris. And, like, you know how that doesn't sit right with me. Like, we have to help her. Like, I can't allow them to do anything to hurt her. Like, she is the Hive God of Vengeance, granted, but, like, she only's got one life left. And, like, I don't want her to die because the 9 are trying to get back at me for not leaning into the fate they have ordained for me or something. And I'm like, okay, I can get that. Approach. Burlizo? I don't know. Welcome to the commune, Guardian. Burlizo at your service. I team up with a couple of solo ghosts, such as myself, to carve a space out here. Drifter got us caught up on your situation. There's quite a few of us out here. We'll all pitch in to get you some parts you can use. Drifter's ghost is a pro. With her voice back online, she'll be able to get you out of whatever trouble you're in. Anyways, we gotta get back to searching. Ghost parts. There's a lot of just Guardians just kind of hanging out here, actually. I don't know what's happening. Are they putting on a puppet show for you guys? I don't know what's happening. Okay, there's a lot of Guardians here. They kind of make this place look a little bit more fleshed out. They're all wearing kind of like weapons and armor from different expansions. Rummage through junk. You search through Tharsis' merchant stalls for paracalls of scrap matching Drifter specifications. The armors carry a collection of bleeding-edge personal protection and high-tech prosthesis. You discover a few discarded parts, remnants of a larger Golden Age relics long discarded. You hear Drifter crackle over the comms. One more place to check. Heard there's a ghost colony in town. Are we ready to check there? Find the spider in the Tharsis cantina. Like, yeah, freaking spider had like a freaking treasure trove of ghost parts. I assume, like, if I need ghost parts for whatever reason, he just has dismantled ghosts. He would like owe me a favor, be like, yo bro, I need ghost pieces, give me some ghost parts. How does he get around? How does he just has a spot here already. The spider. Yeah, he's just here. This model for him has just been reused so many times. Spider.
What can a simple operator like me do for the hero of the Vanguard?
Spider chortles low and gleefully as you approach. I've always liked Drifter's ghost, he says. She's the best thing about him. If she's finally looking to get her voice back, I'd be glad to help. For a small favor, he gestures towards the dark corners of the den. My transport crews have failed me. I sent them into the Lawless frontier to bring me back hard-won contraband. If you venture out there, find my crew, and more importantly, my contraband, I'll make sure your ghost obtains the parts they need. Complete mission, welcome to the frontier.
Your glimmer is always welcome here.
Lawless frontier. Welcome to the frontier. Learn what it makes to take a name for yourself for the Lawless frontier. It says expansion normal. I thought I was playing on legendary, but I can't change the difficulty. This might just be like a tutorial mission, not like a story mission. Honor wants us to investigate the crime syndicates. Drifter wants us to help his ghost get their voice back so that he can be
Guardian,
more prepared
this
for
is
what's about to
Honor.
happen.
Don't respond. This is a one-way channel. Low profile, no bleed. Drifter might actually have a plan. The Imperium is scrambling, cauterizing loose ends on Mars and Venus. The data he stole has a secret that they don't want getting out. It's stored on his ghost, Blue. But it'll take time to decrypt, and tools we don't have. And it's worse. She can't speak. Spider wants to help us. He's willing to give us the ghost parts we need to repair Blue. But he wants us to track a lost courier of his in the Lawless frontier in return. Convince Spider that you'll play his game.
Spider is like our low-life friend that she thinks Drifter is, because he's the one we go to for like actual illegal stuff. He helps with stuff like that. He understands the need for working with the Guardians equipped.
My dear Guardian,
There you go.
I need you. Multiple syndicates are in conflict out here in the Expanse, killing for territory and resources. Very profitable disorder. Hazards come with the spoils, of course. I've lost contact with one of my salvage crews. If you'll track the flare, locate what that crew was carrying, I'll make sure you have the parts to help Drifter's ghost.
Use this to choose your renegade abilities to equip for duration of the Lawless Frontier runs. Renegade abilities are powerful, limited use abilities that can be deployed tactically to change the course of battle. Renegade abilities must be equipped before entering the Lawless Frontier. Renegade abilities upgrades can be purchased from Spider or the quartermasters in each syndicate den when they respect you enough. Select Revitalize from the list. Equipping Renegade abilities. Revitalize is now equipped to your slot where your grenade ability resides. Use the left bump to use abilities in the slot where Renegade abilities are active. Select Strafing Run, calls down an airstrike from your ship that damages and scorches hostiles and objects in the area. You want to fight at your full potential. I'm literally getting inside the dropship. I get it. So my grenade and my melee have been replaced by these renegade abilities. These are going to be far more useful. Is Mars really that dangerous where I have to deploy out there like this is freaking Helldivers? I guess this is... I remember this was like their thing they added to this game for like an extraction type shooter. Ow.
Apologies. Oh, apologies for the landing. Your Guardian regeneration is blocked out here on the Tharsis frontier. The Imperium's doing via their beacon tech after you escaped their flagship.
While in the Lawless Frontier, your health recovery is disabled and you have significantly greater health and shields. This is basically just like when we were fighting on the Dreadnought, doing like, what was it called, like the dives, or I don't even remember what they were called. Keep an eye out for healing orbs as you explore. Renegade abilities are powerful, limited use abilities that can be deployed tactically. Use Revitalize to recover some of your health. Deploying Renegade, press right stick to prepare ability.
Not an exaggeration. The syndicates are the real powers here, carving up territory on the frontier.
these are foot soldiers for the Thorsis Reformation. Each one possesses individual sentience. They're shrewd entrepreneurs. In time, perhaps we can get a few of them in our pocket. Find a way to leverage the Vex network.
Don't worry about taking a few of them apart. If anything, they'll be impressed with your gunplay. A way to get respect out here.
Signs of my salvage kindle. The flare is still active up ahead.
Extra revive token in the Lawless for indestructibles or chests may rarely drop a mote like this one. Collecting it gains an additional revive token per team. So this is basically just like the dive or whatever we were doing on the Dreadnought. Running out of tokens ends the run early. This is a tutorial. Ending the run early is disabled. Okay.
My filters are showing residue from shock rifle impacts. Pikers took out my crew. Shame there's no Elixir solidarity here on the frontier. And still no sign of the cargo. I can't relinquish these ghost parts without it, Guardian.
Drifter's ghost is heavily modified. She's an amalgam, patched with parts from other dead ghosts. Whatever effects that modification produced makes her unique. We need her back in play.
Follow the tracks. Did you know you could repair ghosts and other dead ghost parts? Collect illicit cargo. So this is basically just like the oh, it's called the Nether. The Nether.
The Totality Division wants to know if you have anything to do with the ruckus out here. They're a Baron Imperium unit, closest thing to law enforcement in Tharsis. Word on the street is they're in business for themselves. Just another syndicate wearing Imperium bloomers.
So there's a weird version of the Baron Imperium on the Lawless Frontier that kind of like patrols and kind of like is out here to make a name for themselves. Can't hurt this one.
I've taken the liberty of installing a robust assault response aboard your junction. For any occasion that requires salvation from on high, but it's a war zone in the expanse, I'll tell you. I marked an extraction point on your tracker. Do as my salvage can hit, and signal with an exfiltration flare. Don't worry. I won't fail you like my crew failed me. Just keep that salvage safe.
I'm pulling records on the Baron Imperium. They must have powerful resources to have total control over Mars and Venus.
Clean getaway. Now it's time to extract. Exfiltration rewards. When orb obtain extra loot lock boxes are shared across your fire team after successful action. Exchange these for corresponding gear. Launch a flare to call for exfiltration. Stay in the vicinity for the countdown to continue. Once the exfil hawk arrives, jump inside and sit down. Many Fall Guardians are aboard. If Lawless Frontier, the exfil will add an additional objective.
distance. If you're ever looking for another payout, I would gladly broker that arrangement.
And there's our end to the syndicates. Outstanding. Without the Vanguard's help, we'll need assets wherever we can find them. Good work, Guardian.
Can access the Hawk's autocannon, so like provide like ground support. That's pretty cool.
By all 7 stars, the expanse is flooded with transmissions. Drifter's ghost has a line on bail.
Totality Division has spotted the false weapon, and Dredgen hopes flock in Tharsis.
Lord Bale, unleash me. I long to show them what an Eclipse-powered cuirass can do.
Leave that to 6 and Nightfall Station. I need you overseeing the station's completion. Deploy your legions.
Sounds like the Imperium's looking for you. Oh, the intimate conversations you slither into out here. Oh, wishing you many happy returns, Renegade.
He said the name of the expansion after an exfiltration level. Another fast talker dropped. Nice. So this one says it's a dynamic heat weapon, higher base damage, high heat generated. Press X to vent the heat from the weapon. Overheating causes a sustained vent. Weapon cools down more rapidly between shots. 434, but let's put it into the whatchamacallit. I have 2 different SMGs. Probably should get rid of one. I do like this fast talker one though. The whatchamacallit, maybe not so much. Okay, we probably got all the parts we need in order to repair Drifter's ghost. Come on. I am enjoying myself. This is pretty unique, actually. I don't hate this. I can see what they were trying to go for this, but unfortunately, I also kind of see where the budget went, which was just to this, because Heresy was the best episode. The Nether was one of the best activities to do, like the dry runs and try to do like the harder runs for stuff, and then this kind of incorporates that.
Here for a favor.
Leans back and guffaws in the air. You arrange all 3 major syndicates in a single exfiltration in the Lawless frontier. Well done, Renegade. Your reward a few ontological materials. Drifter's ghost will need Kid Bash her with these, and she'll be as good as new. Is it Drifter's ghost again? Dude, I can definitely tell where the budget is going. This is pretty cool. I do like this. I don't know if I want to like it as much as I want to, because it is Star Wars themed, but you know what, dude, whatever. His green lightsaber. Sidle up.
Did it work?
You doorknob! You lousy, awful, stupid, waste of light, bottom-feeding leech!
Hello to you too.
Yeah, it worked.
Are you disloyal, coin-flipping, ghost-ditching, scraggly beard two-timer? If you had a mom, she wouldn't call you! Oh, and the only time you're sincere is when you're asking for money! And your headband makes you look like a line cook!
Guardian, thank you for fixing my ghost. This is Blue. Named her because of that sunny personality.
Bite me! I need to talk to the Guardian. With my voice. That was healing. Drifter and I have a complicated relationship. Scratch that, it's not complicated. He's a flake. No, worse than a flake. He's a scoundrel. That data he stole wasn't any old data. It was plans for a superweapon. Nightfall Station. No idea on its payload. Drifter's sure the Imperium's connected to the 9. And I think he's right. This tech, it's impossible. And that vision he showed you, it has him shook. Me too. Now he's shut away from me, from Ido, from Arnold, which I get. And Eris, the one person he let in. Watch him. I gave up my voice to save the Drifter once. I'm through keeping my mouth shut.
Nightfall Station, I assume it's their version of the Death Star. Years ago, my ghost lost her voice when I got us into an ice-cold situation on one of the Cabal Emperor's Athenaeum worlds. A couple of her other lights didn't make it out, but thanks to her, I did. Hand to my heart, I regret it. And I thought she and I were making progress, especially after Kepler. She's clearly holding some grudges, but thanks for helping her just the same. Now let's see what we can do to take the fight to the Imperium. Listen to the recordings. Step 1 of 45. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long campaign too. Crap. Collect tape.
Hope you're listening, hero. Like I said, I might have to make a few radical moves coming up. It's gonna rock the fire team. Blue won't like it. They'll all think I'm running again. Not this time. When I was imprisoned on that Imperium ship, I learned Bale was a dredgen, a fanatic, all about yours dogma. He's a light bearer, playing with forces he can't hope to control. I used to be dredgen hope. I left that life behind a long time ago. Bale wants me to come back to it. They're forcing my hand. I'm gonna give Bale and his 9 exactly what they want. Submit to them. I don't know what the 9 want me to do over there. Still figuring that out. But I know I have to go. For the city. For Eris. So for now, let's keep this between us. I'll see you on the other side.
His ghost is fixed and it's safe and we'll keep her safe with us. But he's like, dude, if they're working with the 9 and they have visions of those prophecies and stuff like that, like eventually I'm gonna have to turn myself in. They've already seen that it happens, so like there's no point in fighting it. Like I gotta go. I don't want to go, I have to go, because if I don't, they're gonna kill Eris. Like I don't care about a lot in this world, but I do care about her, so I have to go. It's like, just don't tell anybody until after I'm gone, and then you guys work a plan to save me from this, because yeah, I know I'm gonna get screwed. So I want you to for sure help me with this, because like, yeah, I'm planning on getting into deep trouble, and you guys need to save me, because like I have to turn myself in. I don't want to, I have to. They're expecting me. And if a 9 is involved, who can see the past, present, future, and all that other crap, they've already kind of seen that I turn myself over. Man, that's just what happens when you deal with like these extra dimensional beings who kind of like can see into the future and kind of like understand what's gonna happen before you even understand it. And I guess Drifter's just like, I have to go. I do like the idea of them being able to see into the future and all that other extra crap, but the only problem is the 9 are so confusing. I didn't even get that from the cutscene they showed us. It was like, oh yeah, like I couldn't make heads or tails of what they were trying to tell us. Speak to the spider in the cantina, and then what's the way between? Speak with Arnold alert about the new threat to the Praxic Order. What are you talking about? What new threat? There's a grim look on Norse Faster Ghost. Bahagari silently flips open a map of Venus. I need you out there. Imperium ships are en route to the Praxic Temple, led by 2 trainee dredgens. Our temple houses relics and information that cannot fall into their hands. End them, Guardian. Oh. Stop the Baron Imperium dredgens from pillaging Venus's Praxic Temple in Equilibrium. Oh, in Equilibrium? Oh, that's the that's the dungeon. I can really just dump into the dungeon right now? Where is it located? Is it still on the Lawless frontier? It sure is. Complete the Equilibrium dungeon, maximize your loadout, and build activity cap reached. Oh, I might want to try to do this. We might do a what's it called? A special just mission for just the Lawless Frontier dungeon. Like, I'm curious to do it. I really like their dungeons, but I don't think we'll do that right this second. I think we're gonna stick to the campaign for right now. We'll probably make that as a separate, man, step 2 of 45. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a long playthrough. Did they when did they start making these freaking expansions so long? Because again, if I were to go to like Savathun's Throne World and let's pretend I wanted to, I don't know, replay the campaign. Like, I don't, there's, hold on a second, there is a way to do, yeah, it's right here, Savathun's Throne World, playable missions, campaign normal. If I wanted to play the legendary, this is what I liked about these legendary campaigns when they launched them. They had like this cool splash artwork that had the background. This is just the classic version of the artwork where it just shows the 3 Guardians, Savathun's Throne World, and freaking huge giant Savathun in the background coming down to mess things up. And then when you went to the legendary campaign, you got like these cool splash arts and stuff like that, and like you got that for all of them. I think there was this one. After this, it went to Neomuna on Neptune. So again, if I wanted to play the normal campaign, there's the classic Neomuna kind of looking artwork to it, and then they did that for the legendary campaign, and you got this really cool thing with like Callus's ship. Everyone's using Strand. You're fighting a new Tormentor. That looks really cool. After this, it went to the Pale Heart, because that was when we got the final shape. Same thing with the final shape. There's the legendary campaign right here. There's the normal campaign that just shows you inside the Pale Heart with everyone else. You play the legendary version, you get this cool splash artwork of like Guardians using their new supers against the new subjugators. It looks so cool. And then after this, what we technically got was Edge of Fate, which that means it went to Kepler. On Kepler, is there a part for the legendary campaign? Weekly mission. Is there even like a freaking... I don't even think there's a freaking mission select for this. Weekly mission, weekly mission. There's nothing. Customize. I can customize the weekly mission to give me something else. But that was like it though. Like there's no replaying the campaign here. So it's more busy work, but it's less like, I don't understand it, because it's more busy work. There's so much busy work here. Look at all these freaking random side quests you can come do that have like, they add more context to how confusing the goddamn campaign is. And then there's nothing to like replay the campaign missions, because there's not really individual missions, unfortunately. They're all just random side quests, and like you're not really meant to replay through Kepler, weirdly enough. Once you're done with Kepler, dude, you're done. You don't replay the campaign for that mission anymore. Unfortunately, there's still weirdly a campaign mission for the moon for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think I could replay through Shadowkeep. They don't even have a playlist for it. Like, there's no selection for Shadowkeep. I think after Shadowkeep, it went to Europa for Beyond Light. There is a Beyond Light mission if you really wanted to play through it again. There's a Beyond Light thing, but there's no like mission select. And then from Beyond Light, I think it went straight to Neptune at that point, and that's when we got no, there was Beyond Light, and then we got Witch Queen, and then we got Lightfall, and then we got the final shape. Dreaming City, do they definitely don't have any campaign missions anymore. This is just a location now. This is nothing else. Forsaken's for sure gone. There's just so much missing. It's unfortunate, and I just hate that. And like, you don't even get the cool campaign legendary artworks anymore, because we got those for the first 3, but Kepler, I don't think the Lawless Frontier has it. It's just the one now, unfortunately. And again, I don't think there's going to be a mission select. Revisit past. Oh, for whatever reason, there's a freaking normal version of this. I don't know why, but there's no extra artwork. It's just this. Whack. Oh well. All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of this episode. I think we're done experiencing Renegades for so far. It looks like it's gonna be a long campaign playthrough. Unlike the first couple campaigns where we could kind of do it in a few missions. I don't remember if there was like busy work to do in between. I might be wrong, but I didn't feel like there was lots of busy work that kept you playing the campaign. If I went to just a normal campaign for the final shape, how many missions are there? Iconoclasm? The Pale Heart? Does it tell? There was only like a couple missions. Like, look, there's like 7. And I'm like, okay, there's 7 missions, and like there might have been some busy work here and there, but I don't remember a lot of it being like freaking in the way. I remember doing like some small side quests here and there, but not a crap load. Yeah, for her, there was only like freaking 10 missions for that one. For Neptune? Same thing. There wasn't like there wasn't a crap load. There was like 8 missions. There was like 8, 10, 7, and then freaking Kepler was so many. It was so many. And then here, I don't even have a mission list for freaking for Renegades. It's just quest steps. And I'm like, holy hell, 2 of 45? I'd spent an hour and a half just doing the first 2 steps. I mean, I'm kind of taking my time and I'm not like blazing through it. But at the same time, I'm like, holy hell, dude, this is going to be one long campaign, but I feel like it's only long because of the busy work. I'm sure I'll have more fun with this one than I did with freaking, Edge of Fate, because at least this is going to be a little bit more cohesive. I can kind of follow along, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, ew. Yeah, anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Be sure to subscribe. We're definitely going to do a whole lot more Renegades when we come back. I don't know how long we're going to make these playthrough videos. I think I might have to break these up a little bit more than we did for the Edge of Fate campaign, because I think even with all those stringed together, with me just literally, like, beelining just the campaign, not even doing any of the side missions, it took forever. And I didn't even understand most of it until like the last hour of the campaign. So I'm hoping this mission and this campaign's a little bit more cohesive, if that makes sense. I am enjoying it. I think this is a little bit more where the budget went to. This came with obviously a dungeon, a nice, weapon selection with brand new weapons, new exotics. The Praxic Blade is probably easily the best exotic in the game just for the sheer customization you can have for it. It's a shame we didn't get more customization for it as time has gone on. But you know what, dude? It is what it is. I don't hate it. I'm just disappointed. I'm gonna keep rambling if I have to talk about how Destiny's ending. We're gonna get to that. That's gonna be its own separate video altogether. Yeah, guys. Anyways, we'll just catch you guys all in the next one. Take care.